Alright, we're back.
Hi there.
We are back with the last round of the Swiss, so we're going to see a match for the top 8, obviously. And okay, I think we can already switch to the game
Sure.
while introducing our last game of the Swiss. And we see Pietro Scricciolo, Pietrone 10 for everyone who plays online, and on the other side Fasoli, as well known as Faz 86, I think, or something like this. So they're usually both combo players, but today Scricciolo is playing a different deck. He is on Yorion Taxis. And Fasoli is playing his favorite deck, I think, Doomsday. You usually play Doomsday or Ant, so that's the choice for him. Possiamo anche dirgli partì, credo.
Sì. Non gli vorrei far cominciare. Glielo dico io. Da una voce al volo.
This is a pretty tough game for Pietro. This will be a pretty tough game for Pietro because
Arena first turn 1.
That's
no,
huge.
critical.
That's huge. Doomsday on turn 1, especially if he knows what he's playing against.
Since you revealed the Orion, it's already a huge hint. You can be banned, but
most of the time you are Def and Taxis. So there's an interesting pile against Def and Taxis if you are on Doomsday, because the thing you fear the most are the mana denial. Mm-hmm. So the land, most of the time, if you want to pass post Doomsday, it's double land, Tassa, and double fetch, in order to always have the mana to cast the Oracle.
You could also go for LED cycling cards, so you can cycle in response brick LED.
Yeah, but it takes 2 turns. Yeah, like the other one.
No, you have 2 street rates. Okay, you have 2 turn signs, unless you have already one of the PCC land.
Yeah.
Okay.
The safest way, for what I know, is the 4 land pile, but solo la puntatina.
I think it's not so much of a buy. Well, of course, it's a good matchup for Doomsday.
Especially if it starts
I think we are going off this turn with a brainstorm. Okay, he's going for the lead pile, I think.
Yeah, the standard one.
Yeah, we see double cycle and lead probably. Just one is fine.
Yeah, that's pretty fast.
Pretty fast.
That's pretty fast.
Well, it depends. If you have the end with Dark Ritual and Doomsday, the match is really on your favor. If Yorion Taxis start putting permanents into play, maybe not so much. Don't know.
For sure, the game is all on Doomsday, because
if you have the right hand, the opponent can't do anything.
So for sure, starting first with a turn 1 kill, it's the perfect dream for the Doomsday player. And we will have I hope we will have a game right now, because Pietro got for sure a lot of cards against combo. The only annoying thing is that I'm going to give you the list. Just a second. I'm changing both the lists. Sorry for this. All right. So now you can see by pushing the button both of the list. I don't know, honestly. I know he was playing Blasi was playing the win and in the last round, and it was at the third game, but he didn't want to come on camera, so I lost him. I haven't met him after the end of the match, so I don't know. He was 3-1 for sure. Pretty fast sideboard.
Yeah, I think they already know more or less what they want in and what they want out. So
yeah, it's pretty straightforward. You don't have anything special.
on the Doomsday side, you just bring in some removal and bring out something like a Veil of Summer that is actually useless.
Yeah, stuff that wants to fight against counters, and the key is to be
I see one Dark
aggressive.
Ritual. I don't see Doomsday.
Yeah, I can't
Ideas
say
Unbound,
for
Lotus
sure,
Peter,
Pel.
Force. Mulligan on Taxis side. Mulligan for both.
In order to have a game, we need Doomsday to mulligan, because if we keep at 7, it's pretty hard for
Yes.
for taxes. You need to develop a board, cards like the Feeling Silence, Thalia, and stuff like this.
Even winning game 2, game 3 is really hard when you are on the draw.
Yeah. And the difference between Ant and Doomsday is that even if you play the Feeling Silence, Thassa is a creature, so you can always do double spell in the same turn, and that means that you can go off and have a protection, and that's a huge advantage. It's a little bit difficult to cast Doomsday, but it's only one spell, so reaching 3 mana.
No, it's pretty easy. I think overall it's
a good matchup for.
Overall, Doomsday is the best. The main problem with Doomsday is the loss of life. But since now the meta, is fast, but not so fast that it's hard to pay half your life. So I think Doomsday is really good. So
turn 1 Deafening Silence, it's really good for Pietro. Let's see what
Mother of the Runes, Flicker Wisp, and the middle one is
Lion Sash. It's the new white ooze.
It's I remember.
Okay, now it depends from the hand. I see a Daze, Personal Tutor, that is shaking. While Doomsday is using Carpet of Flowers. Okay, so he decided to took the fastest clock, because now he needs time. He can only do one spell each turn, so he needs to gain some time. Mother of Runes, of course, is not a big deal.
I think it's already Doomsday.
Yeah, probably.
Pretty straightforward. You can just bet on 3 mana Doomsday on next turn.
Now Pietro needs to draw something like Thalia or Wasteland, Rishadan Port, stuff like this.
And we had a basic planes. Seems really awkward for Yorion. I think this game will be fast. Maybe we can try to already spot some other matches.
Yeah, sure.
Give me a second.
Not so much Pietro can do right now. He can only put pressure and hoping for the best. It's not over yet, to be honest, because Fasoli can only play one spell each turn, so the turn after will be the Doomsday turn with a loss of 9 life that brings him to 10, and then you need to find something like Labyrinth Spirit or an annoying creature, just to be able to put some damage in. Okay, Alliance come back from Flicker Wisp, and Brainstorm end of turn, in order to trying to maximize the number of spell you can cast during the game. And here it comes, another wasteland. We are at 18. Sorry, we are at 16 because of the Totsis. Now 16 means that Fasoli is going to 8 after resolving Doomsday. And 8 is not that much. It depends from the piles he wants to build and from which kind of 8 he thinks he needs to face. We are seeing he's putting a lance into the pile, so. But as I said, 8 is not that much. If we will find a way to try to steal a turn, this could be lethal.
I don't know what we can do.
Yeah, I think Spirit of the Labyrinth could be good.
Yes. I don't have something. No, all the effects we have are actually zero effects, so not adding to your hand or something like this.
He got only one turn, to be honest, because you are going to pass, because you already played your spell. That's Doomsday.
You're going to pass and you'll go to 4.
To 4. So you got only one draw step, and you can play only one non-creature spell. As I said before,
And just one Street Wraith.
and only one Street Wraith. So the pile is probably something like a Consider that gives you 2 draw step virtually, 1 Street Wraith. Yeah, but it can go with Edge of Autumn. It's
Probably
basically free.
it's Edge of Autumn,
Street Wraith, Consider.
Consider I really don't know, because now okay, you can have Consider if you don't have mana acceleration or no protection. The point is, are you afraid of losing by Swords to Plowshares? Because
No, if you go to 0, no. Because
you have to go to 0.
You have 5 cards. You draw 4 cards. You cycle the first.
There are 2.
The edge.
No.
The edge
Okay.
3. Street Raid 2. Consider, mill, and draw. So it is going to 0, right?
Yes.
So
If you don't have land in your hand anyway, your risk is.
So Blasi told now that. Sei 1-0. Told now that he lost. So hai chiuso? Cazzo. While edge tassa.
Okay, he has 2 Edge of Autumns, yes?
Yeah, I don't think it changed.
No, I think the correct one is Edge, Task and Land, because Fasoli has Force in hand. So the better one, no, but Scricciolo could possibly go for Swords to Plowshares plus the Spirit with Evoke.
So Rakas.
I think we are fine. We didn't have a waste turn, so we should be fine.
Okay, edge. Edge. No, street rate, so it is going to 2. Fassa. And just in case you want to plow,
probably the last card is
a land. Okay, cool move. Yeah, pretty fast. And also Pietro drew one of the fewest cards that can interact in that situation, but wasn't enough.
No,
so
you just have to take the correct pile, and an experienced Doomsday player already knows.
Okay, so we are going to find another match. We are going to find another match just to show you all the winning in, as many winning in as possible, because that's the key moment of the Swiss before going into the top 8 portion of this tournament. They are talking, but I don't think that there's anything that Pietro Scricciolo can do to win this matchup. Doomsday, it's so well positioned against Death and Taxes, because it is a combo deck that can go pretty fast, and it got Force of Will. Most of the time Yorion can't put a lot of pressure, so overall it's a dream matchup if I had to play for my top 8. And here we are, we discovered another little pieces of our top 8, and that's Doomsday. Okay, so the next match are Pavesi against Carretta, if I see this correctly. Let me change the name. Che game sono? Non lo sappiamo, non fa niente.
I think it should be game 2.
Crete is playing a strange version of Blue Red Delver, because he got a Jace the Mind Sculptor, Archmage Charm. It's a more control-ish version. He wants to go long.
To go to the mid late.
Yeah. Okay, they started with fetch, go, and now...
Okay, that's another card. Predict is always a good card.
So
we had a ponder, so we know what we have to do.
So fetching response. Now let's see if Miguel got a Pyroblast or Flusterstorm. Flusterstorm on predict in order to negate the opponent advantage.
And that's almost draw 3, so I think it's correct.
So brainstorm main phase. And ponder, use it as a shuffle effect. So we are going to our opponent a big tell that we are on screw and we need to fix our mana base. And that's the moment where control struggle against a more aggressive version of himself, because considering the Carretta's deck as a Delver deck, I don't think it's correct. It is more mid-range, as I said, with Jace, Archmage Charm.
hanno 5 minuti addizionali oltre al tempo dello stream.
Alright.
Carretta 1-0.
È stata riaccesa la luce?
Good question.
We're trying to fix. Perché non ci vedono? They are exchanging resources. Pavesi finally found the land and now we unlock the white mana. So now fetch. And let's see if it is able to do that. He decided to pass, so it is still at 19. Land go. They are trying to collect resources in hand. I think we will see a big turn when where they exchange all the counters.
I was just thinking the same. Classic situations where both players wait until one turn, and on this turn they just fire off everything they have. Not actually everything, but a huge portion of their resources. We'll update this? No, since we switched the game.
No, we can.
We can? Okay.
We can do anything.
With our powerful resources?
All right. No, that's not the top. We already know the top 8. No,
No,
I don't think so. Not until this turn.
Well, we know Fasoli will be in.
Yeah, Fasoli will be in for sure. This carpet of flower, it's pretty huge because it perfectly leads us into the situation we were talking about before, the big turn.
I know, but I don't know about carpet of flower is a huge research. In this case, it allows you to have mentor outside the days.
So force.
But I wouldn't counter
Pyroblast. That's the turn.
That's the turn.
Having access to more mana gives you this kind of spot.
The edge.
Now the question is Pavesi able to capitalize all the advantage that Carpet of Flower gives to him? Otherwise, this carpet would be a Dark Ritual or something like this.
Jace. I think we are seeing Force of Will on this Jace, and this Force of Will is anyway effective. Even if it's countered, you just stay with the token, and the token is going to kill Jace.
So, forces on forces.
So,
Versus
it's
against.
okay, but I have one token. And here the token is really important, I think. Even if you just go for bouncing a Mentor, Jace is gonna die, so you are just paying 4 mana for a Brainstorm.
So, bounce.
Let's see if we have one spell to
kill Jace.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are forced to bounce that Mentor, but it's free for Pavesi because Carpet gives us all the white mana we need.
Yeah, I see predict is too good here, and
No.
it's gone. So
Correctus-
it's 1-1, and we
Correctus
got to see the game
two.
3. There is just one Aluren deck in the Invitational.
Giocatori del Modern, fine tempo. Giocatori del Main Event Modern, fine tempo. Players of the Main Event Modern, it's time in the round.
Okay, they are going to side. It's not an easy matchup, I think, because it's a mirror in my opinion. They choose a different color combination, but both roads and plans lead to the same point, being the mid-range that can become aggro if needed. But it's so strange. For sure, Paolo got a lot of experience because it is a well-known legacy player since I don't think 2008 or something like this. Carretta, it's a new player of the format because he started play legacy during the pandemic, so it is pretty new, but he's doing really well. He also top-8'd a 4th season already.
It's a good result. While Pavesi is a much more experienced player.
Yeah, and he plays a lot of game against this kind of archetype because back in the days they were more popular. So it's a well-known play pattern for him. But let's see.
So we see 2 Force of Negations inside. No, 1 Daze and 1 Force of Negation on Pavesi's side.
Because now
He's thinking to take Daze in, even if he's on the draw.
There's an old question. Do you want days when you are on the draw, or do you only want them if you are on the play to be more aggressive? I'm speaking from Pavesi's side because from Carretta's side there's no way that days can be a card, especially after seeing Carpet of Flower. They can become useless pretty far, and that's not what you want to do. Every card you draw and every card you play in this kind of matchup must be relevant. There's no time for useless spell, especially if your opponent are playing a draw engine as
if your opponent play slow, I don't think you ever get the chance to cast Daze. Maybe there is some spot, but there is a high probability that it just ends up being useless.
Yeah, you have to be really aggressive to give Daze the chance to become a real card, but it's not on you.
I see counterbalance on Pavesi's side. Pavesi is really likes counterbalance.
Yeah, I really stick to that card because it plays it since his top 8 in the 2012 GP Amsterdam, and he felt in love with that kind of
interaction.
Of gameplay. So turn 1 ponder after fetching. So Carretta is at 19. Now he's thinking. Okay.
No one is playing Wasteland or Mana Denial, right?
Oh, Pavesi not for sure. I'm not sure about Carretta, honestly. Both fetch. Now let's see if Paolo got Carpet. No, Ponder. Both Ponder on turn 1. Trying to develop their mana base. Yeah, that's one of the key aspects of the game. You can't miss a land drop, because if you fell behind with mana, the game would be a struggle.
You have to make the land drop every turn. We saw the previous game. we saw the previous game went off just when the player had access to more mana, and he just could play ahead.
It's interesting how Pavesi decided to play Sylvan Library first and save the counterbalance.
Yeah, I think it was a check. It was a check for a counter.
That's also a sign, in my opinion, how you rate the cards. So he's rating counterbalance stronger than
you are
the
hoping
Sylvan
to take
Library.
more advantage from the counterbalance. Actually, I don't know. I think it could be the opposite, since counterbalance it's easier to deal with. I think when the opponent has Red Elemental Blast, but it could be difficult for Caretta to get rid of Sylvan Library once it enters the battlefield. So I'd probably play the other way around, but I am less experienced than Pavesi.
And is not developing counterbalance. He fears Pyroblast probably. Archmage Charm. So I want to draw 2. Untap. Expressive Iteration. A lot of cards from Caretta since the last turn, so he saw a total of 6 new cards. It's a whole hand, basically. But this made me think that this turn will be the preparation turn. Okay, brainstorming response.
We are searching for a Reb maybe, or a Flusterstorm.
No. No
proxies are not allowed.
Mid stand for mid range. You can check the list by pushing the button. Okay, so ciao Andrea. Ma Nick non c'è, te lo saluto, giuro. Cioè c'è ma non è qua.
You can find the list on the side of the screen.
Yeah, we can have an interview with Michele.
Eternal Dragon, Play Cycling.
Torneo Modern, potete controllare la classifica prima del turno 7.
I think we will need to wait one more turn. Yeah, it's insane how many cards Pavesi got in his deck that must be answered on stack. Otherwise, they will make the game deliver in his own favor. And that's so frustrating because you are forced every turn to play at his own speed. You are never able to decide the speed of the game because every turn is checking you. Do you answer this one? Do you answer this one, or do you lose? choose. And he's saving counters and stuff, so
He's saving counters while the opponent is taking advantage, of course.
yeah, it's always an exchange. You can't have anything. He's taking advantage, but he's not putting pressure. So until a creature touch the battlefield, I think
I agree. You can wait.
I'm okay with this. Okay, that's another threat. As we said, every turn.
And that's interesting because it's not easily answered. Oh, he can take it with Ultimate Charm.
That's so big.
Well, okay, we can have Force to Closures, but it's still a huge advantage. It's a 2-for-1.
That's so big. Especially if I untap and going for another iteration. I take a brainstorm, so I'm ready to generate more advantage. Four. My Murtide. There is the turn.
We are trying to take the window to put as much pressure as possible.
We're pushing the gas. And now we need double answer. Because we are lethal.
We have one Carpet of Flower.
Yeah, Carpet of Flower, it's something.
I think it's really good here. You can open with Carpet of Flower and go on second phase playing Mastery Mentor. I think I saw it in end.
Yeah.
And you have your chance to try to change the tide. Pavesi doesn't force because he can force in his own turn, and he wants to take the edge with its own rhythm, I think.
Oh, he's thinking how much mana he can add with this carpet. The creature token is the 4/4 dragon made by eternalizing timeless dragon.
And we have mentor with 4 blue mana on pool. I suppose.
And now it's time for a cantrip. Really crucial turn for
I think it's now, as soon as we get priority, we go for counterbalance, 2 blue mana on stack.
And also another token. Unfortunately, all the
They don't fly.
Yeah, all the Carreta stuff flying, so we need to answer at least one of the threats.
Yeah, we have those approaches. We are just trying to build the right moment.
Yeah, we are giving Michele 8 life back to 20.
Carreta isn't fighting him back, even if he has Force of Will and Red Elemental Blasts.
Yeah, it's always hard to fight on the stack through counterbalance. You never know. So it takes 4. Segnato le vite male.
Torneo Modern.
Malissimo.
Benvenuti al settimo turno. Avete
Fa un check
50
delle vite.
minuti e potete iniziare.
$11, $16, okay. We are adjusting. Yeah, the token cannot be countered, or at least needs Stifle to be countered. Anyway, something is happening.
10 eventi erano quando sono venuto via.
10 to 20, okay.
So another Murtide.
But we have played.
Now I think we can try to finish the game, right?
The token could end this game fast too. I don't know. 20 damages are really a lot. I don't think by blocking the Drake will die. So we need to resolve another removal.
Yeah, counterbalance. So token first, and then counterbalance. It's a land.
No, it's a Soul Explosion.
Yeah, a really nice one.
The point is, are we having another 1-drop to put on top?
So 27, and then 30 damage are really a lot, but you can see.
And you were going to draw with this one? There is one Monastery Mentor on board.
Penso che chiede l'edizione perché sono strani.
Ah, ok.
Dopo glielo chiediamo, Ugo, perché solo lui lo sa da dove vengono.
I don't know if he used the tapped Chandra. I think maybe he added white with
carpet.
With carpet. Because otherwise I didn't see a reason to tap Volcanic Island.
How many damage?
Donati al tavolo degli arbitri, donati.
Sorry guys, we didn't see the Chandra play.
But I lost the track. How many damage?
Me too.
It's impossible to know. Very, I think that this is enough.
Subtlety on
the ferry.
On the ferry, right?
Ho stoppato la tonda per sbaglio e l'ha ritappata. Cosa dobbiamo fare?
Non lo so, è passato troppo tempo secondo me comunque. E comunque hanno concesso.
Okay, so I don't think we have time for I don't think we have time for another match, so we can take a little break in order to understand how the top 8 will be. So we're going to check the status of the Swiss, and we will be back with the quarterfinals.
This was the last round.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the last round. We have the quarterfinals.
All right. Let's interview Pavello. We're going to check how much time we got, because it means 7 minutes on the clock.
No,
and
I think that the time isn't enough. I think.
Yeah, I think too. So we're going to take a little break.
Thank you. See you later.